Good evening, Your Honor.
Mason Nichols?
And the name, I'm sorry.
Mason Nichols?
Okay, sir. You're here on a warrant at the Santan Justice Court. You'll see the address on your paperwork on driving while license suspended or revoked. Sir, your next court date is December 17th at 9 o'clock out there. Make sure you show up. And
Yes,
sir,
Your Honor.
they wanted a bond of $680. So may I have a question? Is it worth it not showing up for court and having spent time here in the lovely jail?
Say it one more time, I'm sorry?
Would you rather be in the jail or would you rather show up for court?
I'd rather show up for court.
So what does that tell you? Go, show up. They want you $680. I'm going to release you on your little cognizance. You better show up there, or else it'll be on the record that I've released you. And next time you probably won't be so lucky. All right? Step to your left, please.
Does that mean I'm...
December 17th, yeah, at 1:30. You're being released. It'll
Thank
be a
you,
few
Your Honor.
hours
I appreciate that.
Be released.
Oh.
Your name and date of birth.
Oh, Guy Harlan.
All right, so you have, you're here on a new case out of burglary in the 3rd degree, class 4 felony. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference on December 6th at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing at this point scheduled for December 9th. Okay? You're not to return to the scene of alleged crime, have any contact with any alleged victims, no alcohol. Also, I have to make one quick change, Ruby. It's like you have an order of protection somewhere.
Shouldn't.
Maybe it's Indiana?
No, not.
All right, I'll just leave it as it is then, okay. Okay, but anyway, I appointed a lawyer for you. I know the state wanted a bond of $20,000 security appearance bond. I'm going to make it a $5,000 security appearance bond. All right, so if you post your bond and you don't show up for court, you can lose your bond and a warrant will issue for your arrest.
Is that the full 5,000 or?
No, that's why it's a security appearance bond. You go to a bonding company.
Okay.
All right. You step your. What? No, I didn't change it.
Oh.
That's why.
That's only your signature.
Still wants my signature? Yeah, you go there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Got it? That's strange. I didn't
I
change
don't know
it.
what happened.
Okay. Sandra Connors? Oh, there you are. Your name and date of birth, please.
Sandra Isela Connors.
Okay. Nothing to do with you. How come one was put on the bottom?
Which one?
One was put after the interpreter matter.
It's also a house.
It's not a house call.
Number one.
Number one.
It's also an interpreter matter.
Oh, it didn't have the marker for it, that's why.
It's both, like, if you see.
This is an interpreter,
Yeah,
but this one he doesn't have.
the second, next to the check mark is there.
Oh, it's hidden. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Okay, all right. Your name and date of birth, please.
I'm Sandra Isela Connors, July 28th, 1989.
Okay, you got 3 probation violation warrants. Okay, if I remember correctly, one's for possession of dangerous drugs and 2 for possession of drug paraphernalia. Let me look that up. Okay, right. Okay, let me just tell you, I'm appointing a lawyer for all 3. Okay, you have the same court dates for all of them, so I'm not going to repeat it for each one. And another judge has already set bond in regard to them. But if you get out, you need to get a hold of your probation officer within 72 hours of release. So let's go over them right now. First one is 2019 one, and actually, you're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5 on all of them of your probation. First one is 2019 143484. That's possession of drug paraphernalia. And on all of them, by the way, you're not to possess any weapons, you can't consume any alcohol, and no drugs without a valid prescription. And that one, another judge set bond as a cash bond of $50. In 2022 108598001, once again, that's based on possession of drug paraphernalia. same release conditions, same court dates, December 6th for your revocation arraignment hearing, by the way, at 201 West Jefferson, appointing a lawyer for you, another cash-only bond of $50. Now, on the 2023 115166, it's based on, I think, possession of dangerous drugs, same court dates, and the other judge said bond amount of $500 security appearance bond. So $100 cash bond total, and then a $500 security appearance bond, which you go to a bondsman. But if you get out, make sure you contact your probation officer within 72 hours. And if you don't show up for court, if you push your bond, warrant will issue, and you can lose your bond. Okay? All right, step to your left.
Okay, thank you.
Sean Anderson. So your name and date of birth, please.
Sean Nicholas
Can you
Anderson.
talk a little louder for me?
Sean Nicholas Anderson.
Okay, sir, you have new charges of possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. Before I go any further, I think you're going to be seeing a Phoenix judge tomorrow morning, is that right? Because you have a warrant on violation of a court order, and so that'll be totally different from us, and so that'll be a decision about whether you stay in or not in regard to that. I appointed a lawyer for you. Your next court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference on December 13th at 8:30 and a witness preliminary hearing on December 13th at 8:30. All right. No drugs without a valid prescription. You must obey any terms of orders of protection that have been issued or will be issued. On this one, I'm releasing you to pretrial services. Okay. One of these officers is going to give you a packet. Okay. From pretrial services, they're not going to talk to you in the jail. Make sure you understand what's in there, because you have to contact them, and also drug testing is required. And so if you don't contact them, if you're not doing your drug testing, there'll probably be a warrant, and you'll be back here, okay? But otherwise, you're released. But you're not getting released tonight, because you get that around 10:30, you'll be seeing a Phoenix judge. All right? But if you don't get out, that's one complication, though. If you don't get out on the Phoenix one, you may want to contact your lawyer and let them know why you wouldn't be in court if they don't transport you, okay?
Okay.
And local charges. Okay, step to your left, please. Javier Mason.
Javier Mason,
Oh, it'll go by Javier, okay.
Tennessee.
Okay, give me 1 second here. This is a bench warrant, but it was actually an arrest warrant, okay? Does he have anything from Tempe or anything else?
Yes, Judge, he has 2 Tempe holds.
Okay, when does he go, when Tempe, tomorrow morning? Probably?
It doesn't say his court date.
Okay, my guess is probably tomorrow morning, okay, but that's just a city court, anyway, the warrant is for possession of narcotic drugs, class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. You'll be due there on 175 West Madison Street at 8:30 in the morning for a status conference on December 13th and a witness preliminary hearing scheduled for December 17th. Don't forget that the warrant had asked for a bond of $250. I'm going to release you to pretrial services with drug testing. So as you told the other person, you'll get a packet from one of these officers. And read it carefully so you know that you have to comply, contact pretrial services, keep in contact with them, and also make sure you get your drug testing. There'll also be another warrant. Okay? All right, but you'll be getting out. Well, no, you're not getting out because of Tempe.
The last time I was here, they were supposed to come the last time I was here, they were supposed to come get me, but they never did.
Well, I can't speak for them, okay? If, at some point, if they don't come get you, you'll probably get out, okay? And no, there might have been some other things here. Let's see. Plus, if they didn't pick you up the last time, make it to say something. Show up there and take care of it, so you don't have that always hanging over your head.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, step to your left, please. Ryan Franklin.
Ryan Franklin.
If somebody listens, I say your name and date of birth, and very few people do, so I'm surprised. Well, I should say surprised because you're doing surprise city court, as it turns out. All right, so you're charged with, I have to double check one thing. All right. Here we go. Sorry. You're charged with 2 counts. These are domestic violence charges. 2 counts of disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of assault, Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of a Class 2 misdemeanor assault. A lawyer will be appointed for you in your next court date. And you'll be at the Surprise City Court, and the address will be in your paperwork. December 24th at 1:30 in the afternoon. Okay? You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. And by the way, I do want to check one other thing. I do have a victim statement in regard to this. Your lawyer can explain to you what she said in regard to it. Not as negative as you might think. Okay, let's put it that way. Anyway, you're not to initiate contact with her.
Okay.
Okay. You're not to consume any alcohol. Now, you must find an alternative residence, provide proof of the residence. You can return one time to a residence shared by the 2 of you with a police officer on a civil standby to pick up her personal effects. But I think she's moving out next week. Okay, so in say an alternate residence, if it's both of your residents and she moves out, that's not a problem.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because I paid for the residence.
Also, be careful. I always recommend to people, and it's not set for trial today, not to talk about. I recommend it not to talk about the facts of the case because everything's being recorded, and if you say something that's the case, it could be used against you later on.
Okay.
Okay. So you have to figure that out. You'll talk to your lawyer, etc. Okay. All right. So anyway, you'll be released on your own recognizance. So I'm going to let you go. December 24th at 1:30.
Yes, sir.
All right. You can step to your left, please.